Hey guys, another great day in the room. I'm proud of a lot of you really progressing. I wanted to go over, I'm going to start calling this trades of the day, I guess, because it's not just one trade. I mean, we had three successful trades in the room this morning. Um, Even that doesn't even include oil. But I wanted to go through one that was really important. Today was pretty interesting because Friday was slow, Monday was slow. Today we actually had a decent amount of energy in the market as far as especially on currencies, and we didn't really have relative, we didn't have a big move relative to the types of move you can have, but there was several tone shifts that were important, and there was several. I mean, I was teaching all morning. There were several lessons in here that I just wanted to highlight. Um, Well, I'll do the euro versus the dollar real quick, and then we'll come back to dollar yen. So, um, guys, this morning we came in, we like to start on the 30-minute chart. And again, here, this is me kind of swing trading. All right, but you come in here around 7:30, and the 30-minute cycle was low, but it started to rise. All right. And then we actually end up having a failure into pi, which isn't shocking. So my traders know that this happens all the time. Um, but this is the top down. That's the view on the 30-minute. Now when we go to the 15-minute, this is what happened overnight, Tokyo and London. We had a cycle down in London after basically a triple top up here. You can see the first high was over here. You can't see it. Second, third high. And then a failure. So I came in and covered real early this morning some of my core short, which is more on the intermediate term. But then when we went and looked at the micro or day trading time frame, there was a key move right here. Let me get my tool out. All right, so here, right here, this was a tone shift, okay? And then the move that was actually more important was this higher low right here, okay? And then again, this was the start of the move. This is the first pullback, and then this was all the follow through. All right, so this is the move that we played on the euro. And look, it comes down to cycles. It comes down to how we identify trend. It comes down to how we add and reduce as far as our position size. But if you want to see what it looks like on the 5-minute, all right. Uh-oh, what are those arrows? All right. So here, this is a little easier to see on the 5-minute. All right, so in our model, this is all bearish. Downtrend, 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 okay? Right here, it's changing. So I should draw that in a different color, I guess, huh? Boom. Start to look long, okay? Now you don't chase here. You don't chase there. What you do is you look for this first pullback at the bottom of the cycle. This is a swing line setup I teach my traders. Boom. Long there, stop below the low. We had probably 3 or 4 traders do this trade today. Some of them are very new beginners and absolutely already nailing this. They bought the lows here, added, stop below the low. This is precise high level trading right here. Boom, you get to rally up into resistance, take some profit, okay? And then when you get new highs, we take profit into new highs. Right? And that's all by about 10:30, 11. And there was a secondary dip here with the bottom of the cycle. Boom, rally to new highs. Okay, that's what our euro trade looked like. Let's see if I can show. lost it. Where'd it go? Hold on. I don't know where it went. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see that. Too many windows. Look. All right. There's the dip I'm talking about. We came out of some on that rally up. This is the 5-minute, add back, and boom. And then it rallied from there. All right. All right, let's go to the second trade. Pound versus the yen. Okay, there was a lot of lessons in this move. And it wasn't a huge move. It was essentially just from here. It was from here to here, these lows. So this 63 to 90 is like 60, 70 pips. But there's days where pound yen can go 200-300 pips. Well, but when you're staring at it on the 1-minute chart, it feels like a big move. All right? And so what I wanted to show, let's go to the 5-minute. This is the stuff we do, everyone on our full access team. So if you're signed up for the real-time alerts, that's great. I mean, you're picking off, you're getting to see what I'm doing. You're getting to see multiple trades across multiple durations. You're getting the feel for, you know, where we like the euro, where we don't like the euro, where we like gold, or why we're not trading gold. You get a feel for a lot of things through osmosis, but when the real lessons and the teaching and when you get to see it live happen and then you live through the trade and then we go over the trade, your growth and your you live through the trade twice, your experience through the whole thing, you're growing at a much rapid rate. And this is the stuff that you need to learn on the fly with real money at risk. Or if you're trading sim, you got to at least be making the same mistakes and then knowing what you're doing. This is how you're going to progress. So what we were talking about in the room was a few things here. So we come in, the market started to break here. So we actually, the market was bullish here, and we bought this bottoming tail candle right here. That's a long setup in the model. I can't explain it. That's why you sign up for our coaching and training, and that's why you become part of the team, to understand the why. But we go long there, stop below the low. Low gets violated. We only take off half, and then we're looking to buy down here. Now between here and here, my traders know what we call the zone. And sometimes you get just kind of weird price action in between these two spots. But we were still core long here. Then when the market rallied up here, we added. Didn't get to put on another piece lower. We actually wanted more size here. I wanted to put on a lot more size down here. Didn't happen. Stayed long, added, and then took profits into here with the cycle. And then when the cycle rolled over, and there was a 15-minute cycle here that I was explaining to my traders. Okay, so the cycle is about time, something like this. Okay, it's not necessarily about highs and lows. So when we get this pullback here, okay, I showed in red because that was the kind of the first bearish move down. There was a lot of the traders wanted to get long here and aggressive, and I said we can't do it because it's on the wrong side of the 15-minute cycle, meaning that this is the start of a potential cycle move lower. So what we did is we actually bought a little bit here, but I told my guys and gals that you cannot get aggressive up here. If you want to buy because you think that this might continue higher, that's okay, but you need to be patient and wait for the 15-minute cycle. And sure enough, this thing dropped like a rock. And the whole time down, I said, this is why I said be patient. This is why still be patient. Wait, wait, wait. If you want to nibble, go ahead, but you need to do it on small size. And I teach my traders how to scale in. We have an 80-20 rule as far as size goes, a contrarian model. We work on all this stuff. Okay? Then, at this point in time, I guess I should draw that in yellow if I'm doing yellow as far as time. Okay, down here. This is towards the bottom of the cycle. Okay? So here is when I said, all right, now we can buy size. Boom. So even though we were long here, sold, all right, and then we bought here, this is where the novice or even an experienced trader gets in trouble because they buy this first dip and they see this move here, it's so strong. The first dip, now they're back heavier long and they get trapped and they can't sit through this type of move lower. That's trading without the cycle, and that's trading with no concept of time. So even though this was more of a collapse instead of a normal pullback within the context of this move, we were able to sit through it, and I actually bought here and here, and my average was at first 146.08, and then I ended up dropping it into the 90s, like 92. Okay, then we came out on this first move up. We took profit in here, and then I said, all right, guys, flip short right there, because this is another concept, a wall concept we teach. There's a 50% retrace. After you have this big of a collapse, here, and I want to keep my cycle on there just so everybody can see. Okay. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. When you have this type of collapse, that's one bearish candle. Okay. Color it this way. One bearish candle. About halfway, you expect the rally to come and stop at. So boom, we were long here, kind of playing defense because this wasn't the normal pullback we were expecting, but we were patient with our size with the cycle, bought the lows, sold into the rally, right there, literally flipped and went short, and then covered right in here. Covered here, covered into here. My guys know to cover new lows. We don't chase new lower lows. And then there was actually a place to resell and another, I think I exited somewhere in here. I mean, you just do not get any teaching, you do not get any training, you do not get any live trading like this every day. It doesn't exist anywhere else. Not for their price and not available to the individual trader. And even I've worked with hedge fund guys, I've worked with big guys that have been in the business 30 years, heads of desks, and this is what we do. All right, now the main thing I want to point out though, I know this is kind of a long video, but guys, this is about cycles. Time matters more than price. If you were short here and long, or excuse me, if you were long here, you got in trouble. You could not sit through this pain. Your average cost would have been horrible. Even if you bought down here, your average cost would have been so high that the market bounced and you probably never got out. I told my guys, wait through this 15-minute cycle. Wait, wait, wait. And we ended up buying, covering here, the bottom of the cycle. We actually bought here, flipped and went short and covered the low of the cycle. All right. This is what it looked like on the 15-minute. It doesn't seem like a big move. Okay, this is why I built the model like I built it. That's it. Right there, covered the lows. Okay, this was not the place to be getting long. This is what I told my guys. This was a great teaching lesson. That's the bottom of the cycle, not here. Okay? All right, guys, if you don't believe me on that one, don't really care. This is what we do every day. Okay? Short, cover, went long here. This is why that one's red. That's the beginning of that move. I said, be patient, be patient, be patient. Boom. Got heavy size here. Bought the low. Came out of it. I'm going to mark this one up too. Short. Oh, that was coming out of a long. Coming out of a long. This was that first 15-minute break in the cycle. It was right here. I said, be patient, be patient, be patient. Had our heavy size here. Came out right here. This is red because when I bought here, this is smaller size, but this is the first lot to come out. That's why that arrow is red. The size was down here and here. This was the big size. Come out, went short. That's why these arrows are green, because now I'm short, right into that lower high. Cover, cover, re-short, cover. That's nailing every move from 8:30 to, we went a little bit longer today, 12:30 noon. All right, guys, look, if you want to trade like this, if you want to learn the model, I encourage you to just join us. I mean, it's the training, invest in yourself, and within 30, 60 days of trading like this, you won't even recognize your trading. You won't even believe the level of consistency. It speaks for itself. There's a couple other trades. I don't know. This is kind of a long video. I'll just show you on the VIX today, guys. This was another day where we had a decent pop, but we're back in the money here. And just be patient on the VIX. But this was another good trade that we've been kind of picking off the lows. Took some off today. And then Chevron. A lot of people asking me about oil. I said, well, hey, if you're worried about being short oil near the highs because it might run 51, 52 area, which it did, you stop out on oil. Before we stopped out on oil there on the short side, you can be long Chevron. So today was another day to take profits there. Here's some results on the VIX. All right, this is just trading calls around the VIX, almost 5 grand. Here's what Chevron play looked like. All right. So guys, join us. This is my active trader room right here. This is the real-time alert service. You get a dozen trades a day. It's only $150, so it's a no-brainer. I mean, one trade that I just walked you through pays for the entire month. I mean, if you can make 6 grand on the VIX, like I show you, it's, what does it pay for the next 5 years? But here's here's the site for those of you new, JenkinsRM.com. This is my company, Jenkins Risk Management. Put your email in. That'll get you kind of in the door with our chat room, and then that's free. That's free to join. Right, here's the real-time alert service. That's what I just mentioned. Now this is my full access trading team. So what I was showing you on the euro and the pound versus the yen, this is us trading 24/7. Okay. I mean, I'm not always trading in the room, but it's open. Okay, but you get real-time alerts. I teach you the trading model, which alone is worth the price. All right, but then you're on the team for, you know, whatever moves we have into 2017. You're on the team. So we're going to trade together. You grow together. Some traders are 10 plus years experience. Some are just beginning. But it's a team environment. We trade a little bit of everything. All right, guys. And then I have the options seminar coming up. I'll probably do a group session Friday and talk more about the ratio back spreads. But that's how we trade the VIX. Some results I just showed. That's how I took positions on Chevron. So I teach you that proprietary system that I built also. It's using the ratio back spreads. It's one of the best, low cost, all the upside, very limited risk. It's one of the best. It's one of the best option strategies, and no one really teaches it. But, all right. Anyhow, guys, I got to run. Good stuff today. For those of you that are new, sign up. At least put your email in for free. You got nothing to lose. But I want to get some more traders in by the holidays here. So, you can also send us an email, support@jenkinsrm.com, and get some more info. We'd love to have a conversation with you. All right, guys. Talk to you in the morning.